How's it going, everybody, and welcome to the Minute channel. This is Kuro, and today I just have an off-the-cuff kind of discussion video. I don't have anything written down, I don't have any bullet points or anything, so I'm really just rambling here. But today we're going to talk about Shin Megami Tensei and kind of where it sits. I think at this point there's just kind of like a lot of misconception, I guess, or negative thoughts about this. But basically, Shin Megami Tensei just had its new concert. These concerts is done from time to time. The last one was in 2017, and during that concert they announced Shin Megami Tensei 5. So I'm sure a lot of people, including myself, were hoping to get more news regarding Shin Megami Tensei 5 in this concert, which obviously at this point of the recording it didn't happen. So there is now this speculation or a lot of the negative feedback as far as like Shin Megami Tensei just being cancelled, or Shin Megami Tensei 5 particularly just being cancelled and everything like that. And I don't feel like that's necessarily the case. There's also no notion to think that it's delayed, although I have mentioned this previously, that there may be a delay or something like that at some point, and that's fine too. But this one is just kind of just more on the aspect of no, I don't really think Shin Megami Tensei 5 is cancelled, and I don't really think it's delayed either. I don't know the reasoning behind just not talking about Shin Megami Tensei 5 at all, but then again, Atlus, when it comes to any of their games, they don't really just go and talk about them. They're not like, I would say, like other game publishers. For example, Square Enix recently just had the director Nomura. He just went and did an interview, and he just talked about the progress of the games and everything like that. Atlas doesn't really do that often. There's really few times that they really talk about the progress of the games and everything, and typically it's just kind of like, oh, it's going good, or something like that. They don't really talk about the teams or what they're doing right now. I think the last few interviews, they were just really short, kind of like talking about progress and everything, but nothing really has come out. And again, they're not really vocal or really just talk about things and progress and anything. That is not a thing that they do. So on that aspect, I just feel like maybe if they were a little bit more transparent, it will be good for both us fans and for them as well. Just kind of just keep us in mind, give us a peace of mind, if you will. But overall, I just want to say I don't think it's delayed. I think that at this point we're just kind of wait and see situation. There's a lot of speculations we could go all day over. I mean, there's a lot of things that people typically bring up, kind of like the Nintendo. A lot of people believe that Nintendo is publishing this game or is heavily involved with this game. Honestly, nothing has really given us any clues of that, other than there is a release date and they announced this game during a Nintendo Direct, but there's nothing really pointing in the direction that Nintendo is really heavily involved or anything like that. Although I am curious to see about that. It looks like it is a development option or choice that they really wanted to bring this to the Switch, but I don't really have any kind of speculation on that end. I don't really think that the game is delayed or canceled at this point. It's really early on the year to say that, and I don't know why, but a lot of people are just kind of like, well, if we didn't hear anything now, we're not going to hear anything all day. It's just March, guys. It's literally the third month out of the 12-month year calendar. Now, I feel like if we don't hear anything by maybe June or August, June, July, or August, that time period, that probably is not gonna come this year. I'm just saying that kind of like I'm in like a time frame manner. Like typically they like to showcase their games and kind of almost release them like a few months later. For example, the last few games, Persona 5 or any other Shin Megami Tensei games, they get a few months of marketing before they kind of release them and everything. So obviously they would like to have some marketing, unless they just automatically just shadow drop the game, which again it's really rare that they will ever do that. So at this point, all I'm thinking is this: they are working on the game. They're probably gonna announce the game sometime between June and August, and I feel like that will be give them enough time for them to kind of release the game maybe by November. I feel like November will be a really big month, but it's definitely doable. October, November. I mean, if you think about it, Shin Megami Tensei 3 uh, was what was released in October in Japan. So looking at that time frame, I feel like that will be a good time frame. The other thing that I also want to point out, and I'm not saying like this is bad or good or anything, but Persona is also celebrating its 25th anniversary this year. So I don't think they really want to conflict both of these releases or announcements at the same time. I feel like what they will probably do is have a big Shin Megami Tensei 5 announcement, wait a few months, and then have that Persona 25th anniversary showcase or whatever. I don't think it's gonna be happening at the same time. That's why I'm thinking June to August. That's still a good hot period for us to find out, get more information. Personally, I just would like to see some gameplay. I would like to see some other stuff that is going on with the game. Again, I'm not particularly married to a particular idea as far as like what I want. I just want to hear some news, right? And I feel like that's the same for a lot of you guys. I don't think a lot of you guys are really actually worried that the game is cancelled, but I've seen a small population of the people that are already kind of flopping out and kind of freaking out and like, this game is cancelled or this game is delayed or anything like that. None of the sorts. I don't think the game is delayed or cancelled at this point, but do keep your mind open if they don't end up delaying the game. We're still going through the transition of COVID back to kind of like real life again or anything like that. So again, we don't know how much of an impact COVID had to Atlas and to the development thing and everything. So also keep that in mind. That those kind of things did affect a lot of people. So I will be understanding, and that's what's one of the situations. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this, guys. If you're new, please consider liking and subscribing. Let me know what you think happened with Shin Megami Tensei 5, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.